Alright, I redid this video because I'm not speaking properly, and this is like on the fly, so I'm not editing anything here. The original winch that was on my sailboat, which is a McGregor 26X, and the winch was on the trailer that came from the factory. It was a one-speed winch that had the gears on one side, which every time I tried to bring the boat in, the winch would twist. There's a locking mechanism that would disengage and let the boat back out. So after dealing with this and getting frustrated and bringing this thing in several times, I eventually got it to work properly and then was able to pull the boat from the ramp. So what I decided to do was replace the winch, and I found online this Filton F2 3,200 pound heavy duty winch. I received the winch, and I noticed that it said in the directions that it was able to be, the handle was able to be reversed. But it showed the picture of the 2,000 pound winch, not the 3,200 pound heavy lifter. So I was like, well, how am I going to do this when the handle sticks out and protrudes out so far on one side, which the 2,000 pound winch, both sides are exactly the same, so it was a very simple fix. So as I was looking at it, I was ready to return the winch back to West Marine, but I decided to give it another shot. So the first thing I did was I realized that there is a way I can reverse the handle. The first thing I did was, if you noticed, I removed this plastic cover here, because every time I tried to move this handle, it would hit the cover. So once I removed that, that fixed that situation. Originally, the winch handle was supposed to be mounted on this side, and what I did was I wanted to get the handle on the other side so I could take this Filton winch and put it upside down, because that's the only way that I was going to be able to mount this winch without redesigning the trailer. Okay, so the first thing I did was I flipped it over, I stuck it upside down. If you see, my beam here is very narrow, so the top fit perfectly, but the bottom I had to put a stainless steel bracket inside the winch to cover the hole. The second thing I did was I took a bushing that was here, okay, and I bring it to the other side, and I put it in, it fit just right, and I screwed this screw not too tight, just enough to where this can come out and go in, so I get the 2 speeds. If you notice, it comes out very easily and it goes in, and I will get the 2 speeds at that point. Also what I did was I screwed this handle in. I left enough distance so it doesn't hit the tire. That's why it's on the second spindle. I would have preferred it to be all the way at the end. Gives you more leverage, but this is fine too. It works great. It does not twist. Keeps everything straight because there are gear brackets on both sides of the spindle, and everything goes up evenly. I recommend this winch very highly. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the plastic piece to stay on without it hitting the handle. I would have liked it to be more, weather resistant or secured against the wet weather, but you can't have everything. But it looks great, it works great, and it brings my boat up exactly where I want it to be. Hope this helps.